Let's explore the amazing U.S. stamps with Kansas over the years. To combat post office burglaries in the Midwest, the U.S. Postal Service overprinted definitive stamps with canes for use in Kansas. The experiment proved confusing for clerks and the public, ending shortly after, but it left behind a fascinating philatelic legacy. This 2-cent carmine stamp features a classic portrait of George Washington. Issued in Emporia, Kansas, this stamp honors William Allen White, the Pulitzer Prize-winning newspaper editor of the Emporia Gazette. Known as the Sage of Emporia, White was a prominent voice in American politics and middle-class values. The stamp's design highlights his literary contributions with an inkwell, quill pen, and book. Celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Kansas Territory, this stamp captures the pioneer spirit of the mid-19th century. The artwork depicts a sprawling wheat field, a covered wagon, and a train, representing the westward expansion and agricultural foundation of the state. It highlights the transformation of the Great Plains from the frontier to the breadbasket of America. Commemorating the 100th anniversary of Kansas achieving statehood on the eve of the Civil War. The design heavily features the vibrant state flower, the native sunflower, towering over a historic scene. The pioneer family, covered wagon, and wooden stockade serve as a backdrop to represent early pioneer settlement in the state. Released in Abilene, Kansas, where the 34th U.S. President grew up, this stamp pays tribute to Dwight D. Eisenhower shortly after his passing. Known for his role as the Supreme Allied Commander during World War II and his 2 terms as president, Ike remains one of Kansas's most famous sons. The stamp portrays a distinguished, forward-looking Eisenhower. Part of the bicentennial state flags issue, this stamp displays the official flag of Kansas. The flag features the state seal, which depicts a rising sun, a steamboat, a pioneer cabin, and Native Americans hunting buffalo. Above the seal sits a vibrant native sunflower, representing the state's natural beauty and history. Showcasing the natural beauty of the Midwest, this stamp features the western meadowlark and the native sunflower. Painted by the father-son wildlife artist team Arthur and Alan Singer, this issue was part of a popular 50 stamp sheet. The meadowlark's cheerful song and the ubiquitous sunflower are iconic symbols of the Kansas prairie. Capturing the nostalgic charm of large-letter vintage postcards, this stamp celebrates the unique character of Kansas. The retro design spells out Kansas, with miniature illustrations tucked inside each letter, including a combine harvester and a grain elevator. It serves as a colorful pop culture homage to the breadbasket of America. Issued to mark the 150th anniversary of Kansas joining the Union, this forever stamp contrasts the state's pioneer past with its modern industry. The artwork features a classic windmill typical of early prairie farms alongside modern wind turbines. It beautifully illustrates Kansas's ongoing legacy of harnessing the wind for progress. Visit us at pastrecast.org for more videos.